Hey. All right, guys, we got Drew's Views here for a little live stream action. Please let me know if I'm not being heard or anything like that. I'll turn the music down here. So grooving to a little acid jazz and grooves radio 24/7 here. Hello, looks like we got a couple people on right now, which is cool. Hello, Azadaze. Hello, Sonic Fan. Even though your name is Sonic Fan, it looks like you're a big Ben 10 fan. Also, do have some nice noise next door here, which is very unfortunate. A lot of times when I film my reactions, noise comes out of nowhere. There's like a train that's like over there that goes by. Helicopters go by all the time. People film stuff next door here. I don't know what they're doing right now. It sounds like they're digging something with a shovel. Who could tell? But anyway, hopefully that won't get in the way too much. I'm going to just turn this music off entirely. Yeah, so I'll give it a few minutes, see if anyone else wants to. The noise, this is what I have to deal with. See if anyone else is going to jump on here, has some questions or anything like that. I'm going to go over some questions I got from the comments, mostly from the last video, which was the season 2 finale there. And then I'm going to watch season 3, episode 1, live reaction style. So if you do want to join along for that, you'll have to pull up the video yourself. Like on this, I won't be able to put the box up with actual reaction or it'll get taken down. But yeah, I'll take some questions. So am I going to react to Ben 10 reboot? I'm not sure. I've been told, I know there's like a lot of subsequent Ben 10 shows. The reboot is maybe more, I heard, more for a younger audience. Is that, am I wrong with that? I'm not, I believe that's what someone had told me, or a couple people had told me. I know there's like a subsequent series as well that draw back to the main, from the main story, I guess. The only thing I'm completely committed to is, for like my Car Tuesday reactions, is doing, you know, all 4 seasons of the original show here, 2005 show here. And then I'm going to see what happens. Because the one thing is, I do enjoy the show a lot, but I probably am going to want to mix it up a little bit too, at least on my like Tuesday show. So I might do something else for a little bit, come back to it. I might keep going with the Ben 10 content in a separate way. I'm not sure. So, but as of now, I got to just finish them. I'm about halfway through the main series here. So starting the second half today. Okay, Sonic Fan, you're saying it is. I assume that's in reference to what I said about the younger audience for the reboot. Then, okay, Azada says Ben gets master control in Alien Force. Okay, so I don't know if that's a spoiler. I mean, or that's just like what the series is about. But a lot of the comments we're talking about for my season 2 finale video, we're talking about this master control thing. So I guess that's the power Ben had last time, where he was just flipping through the aliens at will, which I was kind of talking about at the end of the episode. Oh, they took that away because it's too, and a couple people commented like this too, it's too powerful or would ruin the plot somewhat. But it seems like you're saying that he'll have that power in the subsequent series, maybe. Am I going to react to Steven Universe Future? I've already done it, my boy. If you go back to my channel there, you'll see that I've done complete Steven Universe content. Let me get out of the way for a sec so you can take a look at my nice diamond poster there. But yeah, I've done all the Steven Universe regular series episodes, future episodes, and movie reactions. So some of them are taken down, especially the earlier season 1. There's a lot taken down before I started putting everything in Dailymotion and Google Drive. But so it'll take a lot of, people ask me about that too. Can I go back and re-upload those? It's going to take a lot of work to find those and do it. I may do it someday though. But yeah, I love Steven Universe. What I started my channel on, basically. There are some definite Ben 10 parallels. I was talking about recently. I think in the intro of my last video, talking about from the episode before that, they're called fusions in Steven Universe. Now I'm blanking on what they're called in Ben 10 here, but like Heat Blast and whatever being together, like Heat Blast, Heat Jaws, or something like that. So one example, maybe. I don't remember if that was a real one, but now I've got a lawnmower going. This is perfect. God damn. Well, anyway, so that's let's just enjoy this for a minute. Really. It literally sounds like, I don't know if it's picking up to you guys. It literally sounds like it's right outside my window. Anyway, there's similarities with the fusion aspect of different heroes having power. Someone told me in My Hero Academia that's going to come up as well. I recommend to watch OK Co. Let's Be Hero. I'm not sure of that. I've never heard of that. So tell me some more about it, and I would consider it. Yeah, neighbors, exactly. Well, what sucks about the next door to me, I like the place where I live in, but the house next door, they literally like, I live in Los Angeles here, and they literally like, they rent out like the backyard to film stuff all the time. It's like right next door to me. So just random people, I think, filming like music videos or any type of thing will just rent the house for like a day or whatever and make all kinds of noise, setting up, doing stuff, taking it down. This sounds like landscaping work or something. I don't know. But anyway, KO Let's Be Heroes. Yeah. All right. Well, watch the spoilers, please, Zada. I would like to. That's not like a crazy spoiler that it gets new aliens, but I would like to, find out for myself when I watch and not know what's going to happen going in. So I'll just say that blanket for like the whole series going forward and the next series. That's just don't tell me anything, I guess, that I once watched for myself. I really do hope this noise will not continue. It's going a little quieter. Hopefully it doesn't come back. Yeah, so if you have any more questions though about the first 2 seasons or my thoughts on it and things like that, please throw that in the comments here. I'm also going to go look at the comments that I have outstanding that I haven't addressed from my last video here. It's about a kid who works at a shop and fights evil robots. Okay, is that a Cartoon Network show or I don't know? Yeah, a lot of people in my comments too are also asking about will I watch. Well, this guy says, will I watch Ben 10 Alien Force after Classic? You're saying in the chat here too, Ben 10 Alien Force. So I assume that's canonically the next series in line. And this guy also says, how do you get these episodes? This is a question I get a lot for some reason. I don't really know why. Like you could just Google watch Ben 10 or something. I watch it on Hulu. I believe it's also on HBO Max right now. The Ben 10 2005. But I get it from Hulu. I just press play on it and do a QuickTime. That's how I actually make the videos. I do a screen record of QuickTime while the episode's playing, then I watch it back. So I've already screen recorded season 3, episode 1 here, and now this is what I'm gonna watch in a few minutes here. But yeah, it's on Hulu. And the good thing about this one on Hulu, a lot of shows, if you watch it on Hulu, they pepper in commercials and things like that, and it's kind of annoying. But for some reason, at Ben 10, there's no commercials even, so you can just watch it straight all the way through, which is good. Do I like Hex? I think you're probably trying to say design. Hex is the guy, I forgot his name again last time, but the villain, the lucky girl nemesis. I do like his design, yes. I'm going to pull up another picture of him without, hopefully that won't lead me to spoilers, but right. So he has the hood, the red kind of hood in this picture I'm looking at, and the kind of skull looking face. I am curious to know. I mean, I'm halfway through the show. Um, I'm kind of curious how, like, if they ever explain why there's so many people in the world other than just the aliens that are so strange looking. I'm assuming at this point they're not gonna get into that, but like Dr. Animo, Hex, a lot of these antagonists are not human looking. They're humanoid maybe, but they're not. They don't look like normal humans in any way. Or there's things about them that don't. And also, people are just in the world when Ben's transforming into aliens and things like that. They're not. Most of them aren't as surprised or shocked as they should be. So, it does seem like the Ben 10 universe has just like that's what the Earth is. It has these different people. You're saying Hex is half alien, half human. Okay, I don't know if that hasn't been explained at all to me from when I've seen him so far. I don't think. Um, Vilgax is my favorite villain. Yeah, I mean he's the main villain. It would seem like, and I correctly predicted that he would come back in the finale there, so I was pleased to see that. I would assume at this point, I guess he's stuck in the other. Now I'm blanking on what it's called, but the other part of the grab his gun and he shoots the other dimension or whatever it is. Where his old partner is. That's where he's trapped right now, I believe, but I'm sure I'll get out of there somehow. The null void, thank you. Yeah, the null void. Okay, they explain in the future. Yeah, so please, just again, like I said, if it's something from the future, I'll find out when I watch it rather than being told. Interesting, Sonic. You're saying you don't like Kevin's story. It doesn't make sense. All right, hopefully that fucking stops. For good. What about his story doesn't make sense in your opinion? I'm not sure I get what you mean. Obviously he had a power already. That's another thing. Like he's just a human that seems to have like a mutant powers, but that caused him to be able to fuse with the Omnitrix somewhat as well. Obviously he's stuck in that, which I do think is a cool design as well, with all the different aliens that he's stuck into at the same time. But yeah, let me know what do you think doesn't make sense. Do I think Vilgax will escape the null void? I do. I think I just said that. Yeah, I do. I definitely do think that. I don't think it's going to be like this episode, season 3 premiere or anything, but I think we'll see him again for sure. Seems like he's a pretty hard guy to kill. Is he, even from the first episode, he keeps, I don't know if he's regenerating or something, but it seems like what it is. Let me jump back to the other comments I have here. Like I said, yeah, a lot of people are talking about master control, so I assume that's just I don't know if that's probably going to be a term they use in the future. I don't believe they used it in that episode, but it makes sense, certainly. I'm going to read this comment here from Andrew Baston that says, I found it a bit contrived that Ben just happened to know how to deactivate the master control just so he doesn't have it by the end of the episode. And I've always questioned why Ben never tried to use upgrade or gray matter to re-unlock the master control. I get that master control is a bit OP this early into the series, but still the writers could at least allow Ben to improve slightly with the Omnitrix during the original series, etc. He keeps going on a little bit with that comment, but I do kind of agree with the first part of that. At least it was, like I said, I did think it was a little bit contrived. And this happened a few times in the show where he'll get some new power or figure out something new with the Omnitrix, but then by the end of the episode, it doesn't stick, or he can't remember how to do it, or whatever it is. So I do get the sense, or I do get the explanation that from a plot point, yeah, it is like too OP, like this guy's saying, too overpowered, or too. It would just make it too easy for Ben, I guess. So I do get that to some extent, but anyway, Gray Matter is not smart enough. Oh, I don't know. Gray Matter was getting a lot of play in the last episode. Anytime he needed to wriggle out of something when he was doing the master control, that's the one he goes into just to escape from whoever's clutches. Yeah, plot, I guess. Yeah, it does seem to be with the plot. Let's see what else people were saying on the reaction here. Not as many questions, maybe just people saying they like that episode or what have you. it did seem that a lot of people are saying the last episode, which was called Back with a Vengeance, I believe, is their favorite or one of their favorites, and I definitely get that. It's probably for sure one of my favorites so far. I like the Ghost Freaked episode a lot too, which was recent. Ghost Freaked Out, I think that was called. Yeah, some people asking like what my favorite aliens are and stuff. I had been saying for a while Ghost Freak was my favorite, but I guess he's 86th now, or I don't know. I think we might see him again or some of his type of alien again, but they're called like Ecto something or something like that. But I'm liking Wild Vine a lot too. One of the newer, actually, both the two new ones from season 2, Wild Vine and Cannon Blast, I think. Correct me if that's wrong, but those I like those both a lot so far. Their design and like what they can do. So Cannon Bolt, I think it is, right? Not Cannon Blast. Corrected myself. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, Ben is only 10, so he's the brand as a 10-year-old gray matter. Yeah, that's something I figured out during this past season, mostly from people commenting about it. But that he's like a 10. It came up in the episode with Forearms, I think, when he met the lady Forearms. Like he's a 10. He's like a 10-year-old version of whatever the alien is. So I guess theoretically, if he was a 20 instead, he'd be like bigger as Forearms or something like that, smarter as gray matter, things like that. But which is interesting. I do feel like with Ben and Gwen being 10, it kind of vacillates a little bit for me whether sometimes they do act like normal 10-year-olds, and a lot of times they seem more like 13, 14, things like that. I don't know, especially some of the Gwen stuff where she's like trying to get into like fancy schools and things like that. I get her character as more that's kind of, she's supposed to act older than her age as, but yeah, it's a little funny. I don't know. Again, it is a cartoon, so they have a little more license than something live action, probably, to treat the characters certain ways or write them certain ways. Ghost Freak definitely was one of the creepier ones. I don't know how Gwen could stay next to him like that. I don't know. Gwen's pretty tough. Yeah, I like one of the main things I liked about Ghost Freak is that I like his voice. It's cool. I think that's one of my favorite voices. But I also like the fact that, which I haven't really seen in too many other ghost stories or ghost character things, where he's like has like a corporeal form. Like he could pick something up, and then still go through the wall or something like that. So he has like both sides of that power, which I think is pretty interesting. Like I said, I haven't really seen that. His power is only as strong as his age goes on. Yeah. Their arguing is a boring job to sit through. That is one thing too. If you're talking about Ben and Gwen arguing, they don't do it as much anymore, and they still like dig at each other and stuff, which is fairly realistic. But yeah, I would like to see them be even more of a team and not argue as much. Like I kind of said from the beginning, I did think it was kind of novel that the characters are two cousins that don't, at least initially, don't get along, like a boy and girl cousin. It's kind of a little bit of a weird setup to me, or unusual for a show. I would expect them to be like twins or something. I mean, especially with their rhyming names, but yeah, that's interesting too. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna get ready to start doing the reaction here. If you want to throw in a few more questions, anyone, please feel free. I'm gonna look at these comments again and see if I missed anything that I wanted to address. But I said at the beginning, but more people are on now. I'm going to, as for this, I'm just going to be watching the episode on my other monitor here, my other computer here. If you want to follow along, you'll have to pull up the episode yourself, and I'll tell you like when exactly I'm starting. I said it's on Hulu. That's where I watch it, which has no commercials. You have to have a subscription. Obviously, I think I get mine through I pay for like a Spotify Premium, and I think at Hulu I just got it for free from that. So you guys might have the same situation. I don't know. It's also on HBO Max, I believe. And of course, you can just, I guess, find. I'm sure there's other ways, less legal ways to find episodes as well. yeah, if you're not in the United States, I don't know if you still have access to like Hulu and things like that. It's possible you don't. But if you do want to follow along and you can quickly get the episode up, that's what we'll be doing. The episode, which is season 3, episode 1, Ben 10,000. So interesting. I don't know if that means we're going to see more aliens, or I have thought maybe like, is there just, I guess, unlimited aliens coming out of the Omnitrix? Like, is that possible? There's some connection I haven't figured out yet. Again, don't tell me if I'm on the right track, because I don't want to be spoiled. But it seems like there's some. I always go back to the episode, the Big Tech episode, I believe it was, where we first saw Cannonballs, and the aliens that came down to Earth after the Big Tech were like implying that the Cannonballs like planet was just destroyed by the Tech. So it seems like there is some connection between him showing up at being available in the Omnitrix and that event that killed their planet or something like that. And then later on, when we met Wildvine the first time, that one came out to combat those mushroom guys, and was like the perfect one to combat them because he could like read their minds, or he could understand them. And that was like, I didn't think that was just from pure convenience, which sometimes the plot does just go for pure convenience, but I didn't think that was one of the cases. So I do feel like I'm on the track where it seems like there's something to more aliens being available in the Omnitrix, and they're coming out when he might need them more, when he doesn't realize that, though, or something like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if that is anything, or especially if I see this time or in the future new aliens that we haven't seen yet, which I am expecting. I think someone even spoiled it for me right now that there is, but or a couple minutes ago, there's 3 more coming or something. But yeah, so Ben has 1 million something aliens. Okay, I don't know if you're joking or that's real, but anyway, yeah. Let's go ahead and get going with the reaction here. If you don't have it to follow along, I guess you could just watch this, what you're doing now. Just watch my facial reaction. Some people get on me. I've got some comments on videos where they don't, not as much with Ben 10, but some other reactions, people are, I don't know, they probably aren't my subscribers, but people will say some things like they think I don't like emote enough, or I don't have enough, I'm too like straight faced or something. Like I don't do crazy like, oh my God, or like start crying, or like, oh wow, Ben's jumping out of this. Like I don't like, which I know some other reaction channels do, but which obviously isn't my style. But just that is what some people think, I guess. But yeah, like I said, Ben 10 doesn't seem like I've gotten really too many comments like that. So let's watch Ben 10,000 here. I guess I could think of more predictions for the episode. I don't know. I guess I'll say I think that we might see a new alien here. Also, I'm wondering, I'm assuming at this point as well that all 4 seasons are just going to take place over this one summer, this road trip, which is a little silly, but it's a pretty standard cartoon thing, I guess. But it seems like, I guess, in a 3-month summer or whatever they have, they just run into something new, and it must be like every day at this point. All right, so what I've got here is, let me see, the Cartoon Network kind of thing. Oh, that's one more thing I wanted to mention, actually. Someone else commented about, like, do I like the intro and outro songs? And I do like the intro song, like the ba-ba-ba-ba-ban, especially that part. I don't think, maybe it's while I'm watching it on Hulu, it just kind of ends at the end. I don't think there is, I haven't been getting like an outro theme song or something, so maybe I'm missing out there. Someone wants to tell me if there is an actual like a separate outro song. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to find it at the end of this episode, but anyway, okay. So got the cartoon things, Cartoon Network. I'm gonna pause it right there. So if you do want to follow along, I'll give you guys a minute. I paused it right after. There's like these black white Cartoon Network things, and then the logo's on the screen now. So as soon as I hit play, the episode Ben 10,000 should start. Well, I'm waiting. If anyone wants to get synced up, let me see if I can find that comment that I was just referencing about the music. Someone else said it's the song is nostalgic and still a banging theme. Well, that wasn't the comment I was looking for. I like it though. Whatever. All right. So, all right, you're ready, Sonic fan. Well, as long as you're ready, then I'm ready. Let's go ahead and let's pray that the damn noise doesn't start again. It's looking okay, or it's sounding okay rather right now. I'm going to go ahead and hit start on the episode. All right. Go. Gwen just said she's got marshmallows, so I think they're camping out here. Oh, they're getting along in season 3, huh? The grandpa thinks so, at least. They couldn't even get along for 2 seconds into the episode. All right, so grandpa's birthday, 61. They could just give him a birthday s'more rather than cake. I don't know. All right, so someone just came out of a portal or something. We got XLR8. And they went into the portal, I guess. All right, now we're at the theme, if you're still following along here. That's funny too how even the theme started from episode 1, so they even told me what was going to happen with the theme in that first episode before I even actually watched and figured it out, which is interesting. Right before, I messed it up. Before your very eyes. Any guesses who it is? The person that just came out of that portal, you mean? I'm not sure. No, it could be. I guess that implies that it's someone that we know of. I'll just have to find out. But it's starting. I pause for a sec. All right, they just came out of the portal, and it's a woman. It looks like they're not on Earth. Maybe at this point. Huh. Some girl knows him and just blew him a kiss. All right. Then like an alternate dimension or something. This guy looks like he's out of Ninja Turtles. So this chick has powers, obviously. This guy's like a rhinoceros horn cannon. It's interesting style right now. They haven't done this too much where they're almost like freezing the screen a couple times. The action. Yep. Oh, they just shouted out Dr. Animo, so this is something to do with him. Okay, are they in the are they in an alternate dimension or is this the future? So I'm assuming that's Gwen, the girl. It said that look like her with the eyes. Yeah. Oh, old Gwen. Not looking too bad. Look, nerd, I'm not explaining this to you right now. I'm Gwendolyn now. Time travel, okay, so it is the future. Lucky girl on the glow up. It's an interesting belt she has there. Like a cat head. So Dr. Animal is still kicking around 20 years later or whatever. Grandpa would be 81 if it's 20 years later. Is he still alive? Looking better than ever. Hmm. So it's back in style now, probably. So it seemed like he was just implying that he doesn't see Ben much anymore, which is interesting. And Ben didn't really stick around long. The future Ben didn't really stick along this time either. Hmm. It's kind of setting up to be bittersweet here. Yeah, Ben still can't get it right every time. Forearm's already there. I guess he does look older, bigger as that forearm, so that makes sense what we were talking about earlier. Oh, there's Animo. Is he keeping himself alive like a head in a jar thing? Animo 10,000? So his head is just like on like a some kind of animal there. A big white gorilla looking thing, Yeti thing. Yeah, they're doing this thing again where they slow down the action shot. Diamond Head, not effective. Well, who's that little guy? I feel like I've seen him before. Is that what Cannonball looks like sometimes? Wow. Old Ben is a little too serious. Oh, all right. It's the League of what are their names? No, I forgot. We met these guys in episode or in season 2 also. No Void shout out. So it seems like even those other heroes are put off by current day Ben maybe taking charge and doing everything himself or something. Well, so they on Earth, or is this a different planet? Hmm? Some kind of sleeving gas. That's Vilgax. So he's gonna get reincarnated again, huh? It's about to be the second episode in a row with one of the other villains teaming up with Vilgax. It's a real like ghost of a Christmas feature situation. Now, why did older Gwen bring them in the first place? I can't. Did I miss that? Okay. Hmm. I guess older Ben has master control going on right now too, because he's just flipping into any that he wants. Fulgax. I guess it's not the same flying board thing that he got back in the past from Diamond Head, I think it was. Speaking of, upgrade time. Did older Ben just give younger Ben the master control power? Seemed like what might have happened. Hmm. Seems like they can't destroy you, Vilgax. You keep coming back. Hmm. All right, Grandpa finally shows back up. The Gwens. Honestly, Gwen should go to college on like a gymnastics scholarship. The way she flips around. Oh, Grandpa has a robotic arm. That's cool. It's 20 years in. Shocked Animo face. All right, we're gonna look at old Ben for real, huh? So this is 30-year-old Ben and Gwen, I guess. Nice beard, Ben. Ben 30. Hmm. Oh, who's this guy? New alien, looks like. Kind of had a stinkfly-esque projection from his mouth. Oh, there's a different fish guy now? Or are these merged ones? Arctiquana. So even in the future, it still ends up with Gwen and Grandpa teaming up against one villain while Ben takes the other. If he's 80, that would be 19 years later, wouldn't it? Ultimos, that's that guy's name. What a twist. Hmm. So what is this? Oh, it's a cake. What? All right, that's the end. So it does sound like, again, watching on Hulu, it just kind of cuts off every a couple seconds with the credits, but it does sound like it's just the same song from the beginning. So I don't know what the guy was telling me about it end song or if that's what he meant, but anyway. So yeah, that was an interesting episode. The that thing that older Ben gave him at the end, this like a cube thing that turned into a cake. Does that just mean was that all it was meant to do and Ben gave it to him or gave it to himself? Or does it like could it turn into a bunch of stuff? I don't know. I was thinking it was gonna be something important, but maybe not. Um so I was getting the sense toward the end of it that yeah, that was the reason Gwendolyn brought them into the future was to give old Ben an attitude adjustment. It seemed like he was too serious now, was taking everything upon himself, didn't see Gwen and especially Grandpa as much. I like Grandpa's robotic arm, that was cool, like a slinky thing. So it looked a little slimmed down at 80 years old, got a nice beard going. Obviously, old Ben had a nice beard as well. Old Gwendolyn was looking pretty good. She does magic now, so I don't know if this is the only time we're going to be going back into the future or what. But I still am curious if it was Earth or whatever, or they're on like some different planet. I guess it was supposed to be, but in just 20 years, it doesn't seem like that level of different technology or that it would look that different. So if you think about it in real terms, like this episode came out in like 2006, 2007, 20 years from then would be 5, 6, 7 years from now. I don't think it's going to be. But again, like I was saying before, this is a different Earth or a different world, I guess. So they're still fighting the aliens. They're still fighting the same ones, essentially, with Dr. Animo keeping himself alive through animals, which makes sense. Or like a Futurama style brain in a jar or head in a jar as well, on top of that Yeti looking thing. Then Vilgax, I guess, just can always. He looked pretty messed up when Animo got him in this one, but I guess he just had him down there, collected him, but brought him back. So it really does seem like he can just keep respawning, which makes me even more certain that we're going to see him again in the main timeline here. But yeah, it's interesting. I wonder, I saw that. So time travel is a thing now as well. I'm not surprised, but yeah, I guess that leaves them open to do. They could go to the past. Maybe we'll go back to the past and see young Grandpa again. We saw it once, but it was like a flashback, not his grandchildren going to see him, if I recall. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I stopped looking at comments really when I was watching along just now, so I know people are saying stuff. I don't know. I think there may have been more spoilers and things, so it's probably better I didn't read them all, but I'll see what you guys are talking about now. Since I just finished the episode there, the season 3 premiere, if anyone wants to comment on just that episode or anything specific about that, or questions or anything like that for me, I could take those now too. I'll stay on for a little bit longer here, a few more minutes. Hello, Clark. Good to see you. Hello, Christy Martin, Bradley Robinson. Yeah, we got some new people on from the beginning, it looks like. You guys talking about your favorite. Oh, yeah, Bradley Robinson asks, what's everyone's favorite original 10 aliens? Got to vote for Upgrade, XLR8. I said before, Ghost Freak was probably my favorite. Hell, I'll put it in the chat. Why not? There we go. That's my answer. What was your favorite Ben 10,000 redesign? When you say redesign, you mean just like how the characters look now, or? I mean, I just said it, but I liked how Grandpa looked now. Like slimmed down a bit with his beard and his robotic arm and stuff, and the redesign of his actual, I guess, vehicle, the RV, was flying now. I don't think, has it flown in the main time frame. Obviously, we learned it has different technologies that we saw in season 2 after we got Grandpa's backstory, but I don't think we've seen it fly like that. Oh, which alien looked the best in the future? Yeah, so maybe I'll go kind of scan back through here and take a look at some of these again. Forearms looked fairly similar. They looked bigger. Let me see here. Cannonball basically looked the same. Oh, that's because that was original Ben that was doing him. Forearms, future forearms, I guess, has some like spiky things coming out of his bicep like that, or the tricep. I don't know. Does regular forearms have that? I don't remember that. Yeah, I mean, the coolest thing was just seeing Ben and Gwendolyn as humans, how they looked in the future. And then we saw what looked to be 2 new aliens from older Ben. The one that, when he was learning to have fun again with young Ben, they decided to name it something that I forgot already, but the blue guy here, kind of fish-looking Sub-Zero or something they called him, I think, or some type of freeze thing. And then there's another one that I can't tell if it was a fusion type one, like Stinkfly and someone else, or just a new one we haven't seen. It's kind of puffed up big. It could be actually maybe a fusion between Stinkfly and a Cannon Bolt, maybe. Let's see. Your favorite was Ice Dude, yeah. Oh, Future Diamond Head or XLR8. Clark, what was different about them other than were they just bigger? What did you like about their future look? Arctiguana. Okay, that's a cool name. Arctiguana. Yeah. Just like their new outfits. Okay, let me see if I can figure out what they accelerate. What was different about his outfit? He always looks blue like that, right? Let me see here. I do like they were flying around on more of the hoverboard things again. That's definitely something I would want to do. Okay, I guess Accelerate does look a little bit different. Or his head still looks the same, but yeah, his body looks a little different color-wise. How do I watch the full reaction? Put a link to. Oh well, Providence. What I just did was did a live reaction, like my watching it myself. So I'm still gonna edit together a video from this. I'm just gonna take the footage I have right now that I was watching, and I'll put my normal, Tuesday, Car Tuesday, this Tuesday. I'll edit in the actual video like I normally do. I couldn't do that for this live one though, because it would get taken down. Even, I mean, it may be the case that I'm gonna have to start like how I did with Steven Universe and some other ones, putting everything on every reaction portion on Dailymotion or Google Drive, because more often recently they're getting taken down right away when I put them up. So I had good luck for a while, but with Ben 10, but it seems like the copyright bastards are back at it, taking stuff down, which really makes no sense. Like, I cut together, I never show more than 10 minutes of the actual show, which is what I was told you're supposed to do. I usually have a little bit less, probably. It's cut up. Obviously, no one could watch it and think they're watching the whole show, but it doesn't matter with YouTube. I guess the people can just claim copyright and there's no argument against it, or you can argue, I guess, but it doesn't matter though. It's still blocked initially. So anyway, Accelerate had some white stripes, and Diamond Head shirt is more symmetrical. What does that mean exactly? Is asymmetrical in regular times, modern times? It does look kind of like he has like the sleeves cut off. Does he always have that? I think so. Command Creeper makes a Ben 10 Minecraft add-ons. I don't know. I'm sorry, I do not understand what that comment means. Something to do with the Minecraft, I guess. Zada says, I like Gwen design. Yeah, Gwen, cool. She had the short, cropped hair. I don't wonder what those things on her arms are. It's something to do with the magic, I guess. Or are those charms? Like, because she had got. Sometimes I talk over stuff too when I'm doing reactions, so I miss some dialogue sometimes. But so I'm not sure if they said how she got her magic powers and how they might have. But it looks like maybe she has like charms or something down. Yeah, like they look like Hex's charms. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I would assume that has something to do with it. I wonder if what's her name's around in the future to still be the nemesis for Lucky Girl. Even though she doesn't go by Lucky Girl, I guess she just goes by Gwendolyn. But what was Homegirl's name from the other Hex episode? His niece. Anyway, I'm still pretty bad at remembering names. I'm getting better, but I definitely need to see most characters. Charmcaster, thanks. Yeah, I usually need to see need a few episodes with one character before I start picking up on it. Yeah. So, all right. So I'll wrap this up in a minute here, unless anyone else has any questions or anything. But yeah, it's a good premiere. I like that. It's cool to get a look at the future, even though it does lead to some questions about how this happened in the next 20 years or whatever, how it got like that, and like the just cyclical thing of the same things happening over and over with the same villains and stuff. It's cool to see that Grandpa's still alive, at least, I guess. But also I wonder now if they know what's going to happen, if they can change it. Like, that's always the issue with these time travel and things like that in stories. Like, how does it logically work? Will they do different things now? Am I going to do more of these? I may do. Maybe the season 3 finale. I'll do it again. Probably won't do it too much, but like maybe for bigger episodes. Yeah, I like doing the live thing here. So yeah, I'll definitely probably do more in the future. I did a couple of these for Steven Universe back the day when I was reacting to that. I would do like the finales, I think, sometimes live. So yeah, maybe the season 3 finale. I'll get back to this format. I'm assuming that season 3 and 4 have the same amount of episodes, which is 13, I believe. So yeah, I guess maybe a couple months from now I'll be at the finale. If I had a Ben 10 watch, what would I do with it? Well, I don't know. Do I have it just in the regular world where there's not other aliens and villains and stuff around? If that's the case, I guess I would just use it to have fun, maybe. I don't know. It's a good question, Sonic fan. I'll have to think about that a little bit, maybe. Or which one would I like? I mean, upgrade would be very useful, obviously, to do different things with. Maybe accelerate, I'd probably use a lot just to zip places fast. I could go see my family or something living states away. Like, I don't know, can accelerate just keep it up like for a long? Could you just do a cross country journey? I don't know. What would you do with it? What would you do with the Omnitrix? Actually, I like the water a lot too, so I probably would jump into Ribjaws a little bit and do some deep sea exploring. Yeah. You would fly and put stink fly goop on people. All right. Well, that's a very Ben Tennyson 10-year-old style answer, I think. That's, yeah. A little sophomoric, but it would be fun, I guess. Yeah, I mean, just the flying obviously would be. I mean, thinking about it realistically, I'm trying to think if there's any of the aliens that wouldn't have some use, even just for real world stuff if you're not being a hero. Like, which one wouldn't? Because even gray matter, you could go into small places like he's done sometimes, but also you could just be smarter and figure something out. Heat blast, obviously, get some fires lit. If they made you mad, Sonic Man, yeah. The stinkfly stuff, does it like actually erode though? Is it like corrosive? It seems like sometimes that it burns a hole in something, so that would actually maybe not be too cool to do. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but yeah, that would probably be the one I would want to use the least, except for the flying aspect is pretty convenient, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah. If you were gray matter, you'd pass all your tests, huh? Well, I think Sonic fan, I'm going to wrap this up by saying you should just study for those tests, not cheat by getting a watch that can turn you into an alien to pass, but just put your nose to the grindstone and hit the books. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Appreciate everyone that watched along with me here, asked questions, got some conversation going. It's really fun. Like I said, I probably will do another one of these in the future. But until then, just keep watching out for my Card Tuesday uploads here. Check out some of my other shows if you're so inclined. And yeah, have a great Saturday, everyone. Peace.